Good morning, students. I am N.V. Srinivas Kale from Sanjeev Degree College. Today, I am going to tell you about a cyber loss. Before knowing about cyber loss, we should know what do you mean by a computer and how a computer has got an impact on the real world. Let us see about a computers and its impact on the real world. Computers are commonly used in many areas. These are used in many areas. It is an important utility for people, especially those who are running organizations, industries, etc. In today's world, almost everything you know runs or made by computers. For examples, by using a computers, they have designed cars and jets, and they have worked with something like a traffic signals, and these are run by computers. And we have a equipment medical equipment, and these are also are run by using a computers. So most of the jobs require these computers. We can say like the computer has become a mechanical brain and has got a huge impact on the today's societies. The people, right, they use a various forms of modern convenience devices like digital watches, microwaves, ovens, VCRs, and they are generating transactions that are processed via the computers without actively doing anything. So let us see a brief history of the computers. Before, the people like when we have a computers, the computers did not use chips and monitors. They weren't small as the ones today. Back in the early 1600 to 1800, people had theories, plans, and ideas of making a device that would do a complex problems and mathematics. And many of them started building devices. They have come across a device called a calculator for performing an addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And they came across and new scientific calculators and later on to these computers. And they have used these computers, something like a ENIAC was made during the World War II, as it was also used to calculate movement and strategies for the military during the war. It is helpful for the aligned forces, aligned forces, and especially during the wars. Many scientists and inventors use these computers, and we have computer technicians who worked hard to make this computer. That hard work paid a lot, and you will see a profound of this. Let us see about the major impacts of these computers in the real world. Computers did we make impossible possible. It is possible to name all the impacts in the paper, but we see some major ones. Right? Let us see the impact of computers on education. The impact of computers. Let us see the impact of computers on education. Though we use of advanced computing and telecommunications technology, learning can also be qualitatively different. The process of learning in the classroom can become significant richer as students have access to new different types of information. The students can collect and graph real-time weather, environment, and population data for their community. Similarly, instead of reading about the textbook pictures depicting blood flow, students can use technology to see blood moving through veins and arteries and the process of oxygen entering the bloodstream and experiment to understand the effects of increased pulse or cholesterol filled arteries on the blood flow. So, education was impacted by computers very much. Most of the teachers use computers as well. They use computers to keep track of grades, type out instruction for their students and to let students use the computer for school purposes. And the second one is we have got a lot of impact of computers on business. Computers impacted many items in today's business worldwide area. Businesses use computers for keeping track of accounts. They keep the track of these accounts and we use a lot of pie charts and for working with money or items that they needed. So we use a laptop computers or a portable computers that has been taken to your area. The people use the pie charts and the graphs to present the information to other business people in the meetings. So most of these charts were made by the computers. The businesses field use the computers a lot for the companies and organizations. The internet has led to the birth and evolution of electronic e-commerce, and this e-commerce has now become a key component of many organizations in the world running of their business. And let us see that the impact of these computers on entertainment. So another area the computers impacted is the entertainment area. Most of the people out there like science fiction or action movies. Well, those graphics were mostly made by computers. Most of the movies today use computer graphics to make things more realistic but not real. Computer graphics are mostly used as spaceships, aliens, monsters and special effects. The movies like Jurassic Park, Wing Commanders, Starship Troopers use computers to make them look more interesting and realistic. These are even movies completely made by the computers. And new 3D games were made by real cool computer graphics. That's how computer impacted on entertainment. Let us see how the computers impacted on health. An important field computers impacted on its medical field. The computers helped the hospitals out very much. It was used in the pharmacies to keep the record of the medication to give to the patient and the amount they needed. Most of the computers in the hospital are used to keep data of patients and their status. Without the computer's help, the cures for a lot of diseases wouldn't have been found. These computers helped the medical area a lot and we are grateful for that since they keep track of our health. And we have got some other computer technology that could do whatever technology or other technology need computer to be more effective. Let's take a radio. The radio was certainly one of the most inventions of 1920s because it brought a whole new way for people to communicate and interact. This radio provided a cheap and convenient way of conveying information and ideas. Today, people listen to the radio online and radio listeners substantially declining during the past few years. The next one is a television. It's hard to imagine a world without television. Most American families have multiple TV sets around the house and at least one is on from where they get up in the morning until they go to bed in the evening. It seems as if television is an has been an important part of everyday lives. Today you can also watch TV online and in more flexible way. And the next one is a printing press. The effective of printing press was to multiply the output and cut the cost of the books. The information is available to much longer segment of the population who were eager for information of any variety. The printing press certainly initiated an information revolution on the internet today. So without the computers, the keeping track of what the medications to give to the patients and the counting votes will be impossible without the computers, and most importantly space exploration wouldn't been possible without the help of the computers. So it is pretty tough life without an computers, right? So what I would like to say is that computers helped us to take a large step into the future. Right, coming to this, right? So where the computer has been mostly used, it was used in businesses and entertainment. Entertainment uses them to make profits, and coming to an education uses them to help educate the students better, and medical field uses computers in different ways, and even who are playing computer games and watching the latest movies, research on topic for your essays on a computer are affected by the computers. What I would like to say is that computers absolutely completely changed the world, and it keeps changing. Everyone was impacted by its remarkable device.